it's Hayes, and oh my god, is it time for another Miraculous Mysteries video? It's been a while since we did this. I've only done it once before. I don't know how many of you were here then, I genuinely don't remember when it was. But in that video we looked at the life story of Mr. Banana and his ancestors, his relatives. But in today's Miraculous Mysteries we will be taking a look how Tom and Sabine, Marinette's parents, how they met. Although it's not the sweet or cute story you may be expecting, oh no. There's a lot more that meets the eye about how Tom Dupin and Sabine Cheng met each other. This video is sarcasm. If you don't understand sarcasm, please don't watch this video. The year is 1980 and we find ourselves, ow that kinda hurt, in East Berlin. Sabine Cheng has recently moved to Europe from China, but under the oppressive East Berlin government and their restrictions on movement and travel, she can't leave. Unless she escapes. She sees her chance when one rainy night, a man comes into her apartment. He's heard about the fighting skills Sabine possesses. The deadly fighting skills. He needs her to make it over the wall into West Berlin and assassinate a baker. Sabine isn't a killer. She doesn't want to do it. So she asks why. Is this worth risking her life for? Why is this so important, her trying to get over the wall? The man tells her that this baker, called Roland Dupin, took his daughter, Gina, from the east of Germany in 1961, the day before the passage between the two halves of the country was banned, and he married her. And as a result, Gina's father absolutely despises Roland, and all these years he's been searching for someone to do the job, if you get what I mean. Do the job, I mean assassinate him, you know what I mean? And he wants Sabine to assassinate him. So she sighs and she's like, seems like a worthy cause, alright then. And there was nothing on television that night anyway, so what was she supposed to do? Stay at home? No, you go and assassinate someone, obviously.
Obviously.
So Sabine gets changed, she grabs all the tools she might need, and using the skills her uncle taught her when she was a child back in China, she manages to get into West Berlin, completely undetected. It's the middle of the night, and she also gets to the bakery without being seen. It's all closed for the night, obviously, because it's the middle of the night, bakeries don't operate at night, and all the lights are off. But then Sabine sees there is one on, in the back room. It has to be Roland, baking ready for the next morning. She sneaks around to the side door, takes out her garrote, and pushes open the door. However, the bakery's old, the door is old, it creaks, and Roland turns around. Except, it's not Roland, it's his son, Tom Dupin. He's up late, learning how to make croissants. But that doesn't matter to Sabine, and the weapon she's holding doesn't matter to Tom, because it's love at first sight. But they're not out of danger. Roland isn't stupid, he heard the door creak. He knows that there's someone in the bakery who isn't supposed to be there. He knew what he did to Gina's family all those years ago was wrong. He knows someone could be coming for him, even though it has been years. And also, his son Tom has no friends, so who could be visiting him at this time? He takes the rolling pin he sleeps with for safety and goes downstairs. And he's correct. He knows Sabine is an assassin, and he's already called the police. Sabine has two choices. She can run, or she can complete her mission and kill Roland. But that means she also has to kill the only witness, her soulmate, Tom Dupin. So she kills him. I'm kidding, she doesn't kill Tom. Instead she grabs him and they run. They run and they run and they run until they get to Switzerland. They take on new names, new faces, becoming a couple from Romania on holiday. But Switzerland is expensive, like this part isn't a joke. Why is the country so darn expensive? It's lovely, visually lovely place. You can't buy anything, oh my god, you have to like insure a kidney to be able to buy a sandwich in Switzerland, oh my god. Anyway, it isn't long before they have to move. They arrive in Italy, they hide amongst the tourists, driving them to popular tourist sites, and in Sorrento, Tom learns how to make pasta. But they know they're not safe yet. So they move to Monaco, and Sabine is just in the right place at the right time because she ends up being hired as a mechanic on Team Ferrari for the Grand Prix. They travel around the world with Ferrari for a few years, and by 1993, after the competition in Magny-Cours in France, they decide to settle in Paris. Tom was originally there before he moved to Germany when he was a child, so it makes sense that they settle in his hometown. And you know, they're ready for a quiet life now. It's been years. No one's found them. Using the money they earned working for Ferrari, because Tom also got a job on their catering team, which I don't actually know if they have one, but they do now. They buy a bakery in Paris and set up shop, and in April 1995, Tom and Sabine get married. Now, they don't invite Roland because obviously he would recognise Sabine as his would-be assassin, but Roland and Gina have got divorced by this point, so Gina is present at the wedding. Things are going great for Tom and Sabine. They own the best bakery in Paris, even though everyone's a bit sketchy about how they could afford to move there in the first place, but no one needs to know they used to work for Team Ferrari and the rest of their sordid past. And in December 2001, a little girl whom they call Marinette is born, and a month later Roland moves from a now united Germany to his own hometown of Paris. And Tom wants to see his dad. So while Sabine is out, he rings Roland. Roland comes over to meet his granddaughter, and it's all going well. Father and son reunited, and Marinette loves her granddad. But then Sabine gets back early, and even though it's been years and years, Roland never forgets her face. He knows that Sabine was the assassin sent to kill him. So Roland runs out of the bakery. He's absolutely furious and angry and scared that his son would marry his own assassin. He doesn't ring the police though. He's too worried about what Sabine could do to him. So instead, he isolates himself, alone in his house, and he doesn't see his son or speak to him again for 13 years, until the events of the episode Bakerix. So that's how Tom and Sabine met, how they had Marinette, how they managed to afford the bakery, and why Roland is the way he is. Because he's scared of being assassinated by his son's wife. And before anyone asks, oh, Hayes, when did Sabine have time to be Ladybug during all of that? Listen, Sabine wasn't Ladybug. I know it's a popular theory, okay, but this bit's actually grounded in theory. She was never actually Ladybug, okay? Master Fu has had the Ladybug Miraculous since the temple was destroyed in 1844, and it was in the temple longer than that. Like, unless Sabine is older than Master Fu, which I doubt it, since Master Fu can barely walk properly, and I'm pretty sure Sabine could take on the entirety of the French army. She absolutely is not older than him. She was not Ladybug. I swear to God, does this fandom... Do you even watch the episodes? You actually listen to what people say? There's actually no feasible way she could have been Ladybug. Do I like the idea of the theory? Yeah, I do, but it's not actually possible. Anyway, rant over. There you go. That's how Tom and Sabine met. I would love to know what you thought, besties. I'd also love to know what else you would like me to cover / make up for Miraculous Mysteries. I'll see you in the next one. Bye!